real-life sleeping beauty. See what happened when she fell asleep and woke up 8 months later.
Nobody likes me!
I want you to really imagine this scenario. So you fall asleep one day, and you wake up 8 months later without any memories of what happened in between. Check out this story.
No!
Are you getting tired?
No!
At 10 years old, I started having very severe sleep problems.
She would be in bed for 1 to 3 days.
I feel like I'm in a dream.
Really?
Ew. My sleeping spells were like a semi-conscious state, and when I appeared to be awake, I wasn't really awake.
I think you're getting tired, honey.
Nobody likes me!
She would cry. She would regress into a childlike state.
He hates me!
She would never say that.
She didn't do that!
Come here.
Nobody likes me!
When I get these long sleeping spells, I have a very ravenous appetite. I eat as many as 3,000 to 5,000 calories a day. When I would wake up, I would be 10 to 15 pounds bigger. I was going to school in this semi-conscious state. It was difficult for me to read. I was very mistreated, misunderstood, and eventually had no friends. At 15, the longest episode that I had lasted 3 months. I was not even Alana. I was living in complete hell.
I drew it 5 times. I'm gonna make Mom a pretty picture.
I had awful nightmares. I felt very trapped. I went to see a doctor and was possibly diagnosed with schizophrenia or depression. I was put on heavy medications that made the 3-month sleeping spell worse. Finally, at 18 years old, I got an official diagnosis of Klein-Levin syndrome. It was bittersweet because I'm gonna be sick for another 15, 20, who knows how many years I'll be sick for. 2 years later, I fell asleep on June 29th, 2009, and I didn't wake up until February 11th, 2010. That whole 8 months is completely wiped out. I missed birthdays, family gatherings, Christmas.
I didn't know if I was going to have to take care of Alana forever or if her life would get better one day.
Alana and her mother Diane are joining us, and Alana, we saw some very difficult footage to watch, and I looked at your face. What were your thoughts when you saw yourself in that sleep-like state, screaming, almost an out-of-body experience?
So hard on me because that's not the real Alana. That's not who I am. That's not me.
So while you're doing that, you're essentially asleep mentally.
Yes.
So you have no recollection of any of that, and would go months and months without any recollection. And Mom, you're sitting there watching your daughter, thinking, where is she? What's going on here?
Probably trying to wake her up somehow, and it just
In the
can't
early
happen.
years, that did happen. We would try to wake her up, get her to school. I think the worst part for me was to watch my daughter go through this pain and suffering, and to be alone and isolated from the world, losing all of her friends.
So let's flip this, because we just talked about low points. Our show, we often talk about getting the proper diagnosis, the proper treatment, because I'm looking at a high point right now. I'm looking at a beautiful daughter, a beautiful young woman.
Definitely awake.
And
right
that's
now.
because they were able to figure out what was going on. Here with us now is your doctor and professor at the University of Washington, Dr. Nathaniel Watson. And Dr. Watson, luckily, this is not a common phenomenon, but of course, you're not going to go in and see the doctor in one of those fits and just be like, oh, this is Klein-Levin syndrome. You know, this is very unique, a difficult diagnosis, but clearly you've been able to find a way for Alana to live a healthy, productive life now.
Yeah, Klein-Levin syndrome is a very rare disorder. It affects about 1 to 2 per million individuals in this country. You know, it's something that is probably underdiagnosed. I think many people that come to doctors with these symptoms end up being diagnosed with psychiatric illness, and I think that was certainly the case with Alana. We don't know what causes it at this point, but some breakthroughs are being made that are leading us down a pathway that I think will provide some better answers as we go forward.
So speaking of, I'm looking at Alana right now, and how are you doing?
I'm doing really well. I have finally found a treatment that is keeping me awake and out of episodes. So I can feel when this medicine starts to wear off, I start feeling dreamlike, and I start feeling like I'm in a semi-conscious state again, like how you see in the video. And right when I take the cream and apply it, I feel clear-minded, I feel awake, and I feel like my old self, Alana. I feel like my personality is back.
And now I'm curious, now that you're on this treatment, how is your normal sleep? Are you sleeping kind of normally?
Yes, I'm sleeping normally, a little bit more than the normal person, about 8 to 10 hours a night, but I have friends, I have a really great life now.
This really emphasizes how important sleep is to your health. And I really do recommend to anyone out there who's suffering with what they perceive to be a sleep disorder to be seen by a sleep specialist. Now, this is a trial treatment. And I know it's expensive. Well, Lilyfield Cakes, they create personal and full-size cakes. They ship them worldwide. And they actually heard about your story. Their owner, Heather Stewart, has been giving back for years. And when she heard about you, she wanted to help out. So she wants to give you $3,500 to use towards your out-of-pocket payments for your medicine, since it is a trial medicine right now. Also, we know, just seeing you here, you're getting your life back in order, which we love to see. And we heard one of your big pie-in-the-sky dreams is to be a fitness model. Well, Women's Health Magazine, who we partnered with before, great magazine, they want to make your dreams come true. So get this, Women's Health will be featuring you in a full-page feature as a fitness model in the future of your magazine. We're talking about photo shoots. We're going to be working closely with Jenna Tor, their fitness director. They're going to mentor you throughout this. This is going to be a really exciting thing because you have your life back, and we want you to be able to share your story.
Wow, thank you so much. This is amazing because my whole life has been about fitness. I got a scholarship for tennis for college, and I had to turn it down due to KLS. But every time I'm out of episodes, I eat healthy, I drink green smoothies, and I work out.
You know what you're going to do now? You're going to be a women's health fitness model.
Maybe